It's time for GMA3. New details about the 17-year-old suspect in the Maine paddleboarder murder. Our exclusive interview with the campground owner. She's known the suspect for years. How he allegedly misled investigators and what she saw on surveillance footage. The kiss cam at the Coldplay concert that went viral.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
The fallout from the CEO spotted with his company's HR executive, who is not his wife, and how brands are trolling the moment.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
The Fantastic Four getting huge buzz.
Oh, yes, we are.
Before taking their first steps into theaters.
What time is it, Ben?
It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
It sure is. Happy Monday to all of you. I am Will.
And I'm Janae Norman. So great to be here with Brianne and Allie. Glad that you're joining us on this Monday.
And we've got a great show coming up. Tori Johnson is here. She is kicking off a week of deals and steals, all about turning back the clock. We all want to do that, right? With skin and body care bargains that are all 50% off. So we save money and we look good.
Perfect. Not if I have to go back to my 20s, though. But also ahead, Supernanny Joe Frost bringing awareness to living with anaphylaxis and her mission to raise awareness of the life-threatening allergic reaction.
Important stuff there, but we do begin with the Maine paddleboarder murder. A 17-year-old has been charged as the owner of the campground where it happened is speaking exclusively to ABC News. Our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, has all the details. Aaron?
And Will, the owner of the campground, knows all of her summer renters and at first thought Sonny Stewart's killer had to be a stranger, not somebody living among them under her nose, and certainly not the teen she described as awkward and dorky, who's now charged with murder. The owner of the campground where Sunshine, Sonny Stewart, and the 17-year-old now charged with killing her both stayed is speaking out.
Never, ever did I ever expect anything remotely like this to happen here. It's absolutely shocking.
Catherine Lunt, the owner of Micmac Campground, met Stewart in April.
Sonny was very excited to be on the lake and paddleboard.
Early evening July 2nd, Stewart took a swim, then hopped on her paddleboard to explore splendid Crawford Pond. She never returned. Police found her strangled and bludgeoned to death on 100-acre island. While rescue teams searched the water for answers, Lunt reviewed her surveillance cameras for any sign of the killer.
I know every vehicle that comes in this campground. I decided that it was best for me to review the footage because I was looking for a stranger.
2 weeks later, authorities identified the suspect as 17-year-old Devin Young. Young was taken into custody Thursday and charged with depraved indifference murder. Prosecutors said they intend to try the teen as an adult.
I looked at the surveillance, went back to the surveillance cameras to see where he was at the time. And those surveillance videos indicated he was on the lake at the time.
Lund said the teen had taken out his small fishing boat less than an hour before Stewart went paddleboarding. She said there's no indication the two had ever interacted at the campground. His family has visited before, and Lunt said during the 2-week investigation, he went nowhere.
He was not on anyone's radar. That whole week, he was offering campers help with different tasks that they were doing. He acted like nothing ever happened.
Lunt said Young even tried to help the case.
He volunteered. He said he had some information, and he took him in the opposite direction of where Sonny was found.
Now, Devin Young has denied the murder charge, and his attorney had no comment about anything the campground owner told us. Police have said nothing about a motive for this killing, and Catherine Lunt said she has no idea what happened on the water or in the woods, only guys that Sunshine Stewart was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Just heartbreaking.
It truly
is, yeah.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
All right, well, we turn now to the viral moment at a Coldplay concert that sparked a whole lot of conversation. It is the ultimate internet fodder, and so the memes and the jokes, they are expected for the married tech CEO and the head of his company's HR department who were caught on camera. But of course, a situation like this leaves so many other innocent people unfairly and unfortunately caught up in the fallout. Look at this.
Growing fallout from the kiss cam moments seen around the world. A married CEO and the head of his company's HR department caught cuddled up on camera at a Coldplay concert outside Boston last week. The two quickly uncoupling, hiding from view as lead singer Chris Martin provided the play-by-play. The clip featuring astronomer CEO Andy Byron and his chief people officer, Kristen Cabot, quickly going viral, seen millions of times. Now, the tech company saying Byron resigned in response to the scandal, writing in a statement, "Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability, and recently that standard was not met." The moment turning into a cultural flashpoint. They did it! Even spoofed at Friday night's Phillies game.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'd like to say hello to some of you in the crowd.
Martin playfully warning fans this weekend they could be caught on camera.
We're going to use our cameras and put some of you on the big screen.
Some experts say the video struck a particular nerve with so many because of the parties involved.
You're feeling the cynicism, the hypocrisy, what's going on here. The VP of HR and the CEO think they could even get away with it. No one else in their company could.
So really just an unfortunate situation for the families, the other people involved, but obviously the internet's going to do what the internet does.
Exactly. Everyone's laughing, but obviously you feel for those families that are affected by this. Okay, let's turn to Scottie Scheffler. I love Scottie Scheffler's domination of the golf world, winning the British Open by a comfortable margin. I mean, really, for his second major of the year. Will, I know you're going to show us his adorable toddler son as well, but how does Scheffler make this look so easy?
I think by loosening the grip on the whole thing, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. It's not just on the golf club, and it was across the pond on Sunday. The best golfer in the world, Scottie Scheffler, cruised to his first ever victory at the Open Championship. He's 29 years old. This is his fourth major. He won it in style and with relative ease, 4 strokes clear of the field. This tournament was in Northern Ireland, and it now leaves Scheffler just one major away from the career Grand Slam. Only the U.S. Open has eluded him thus far. He turned pro in 2020, and he's risen head and shoulders above his competition on the PGA Tour, and his dominance is all the more remarkable considering that by his own admission prior to this tournament, golf is not even first in his mind or in his heart. He said, quote, "This is not a fulfilling life. It is fulfilling from the sense of accomplishment, but it is not fulfilling in the sense of the deepest places of your heart." One of the people filling his heart is his son, Bennett, who, amid the celebration, was on the loose.
Oh, my goodness.
He charged the green. Oh, down he goes to celebrate with Dad. And now Dad and the whole Scheffler family have a new trophy for the growing collection, plus a $3.1 million cash prize. Scheffler saying after the tournament, "It's amazing to win, but at the end of the day, having success in life, whether it be in golf or work, whatever it is that is not what fulfills the deepest desires of your heart." There's some remarkable perspective. People who get to the top of an athletic field are maniacal about doing that thing at the expense of all other pursuits, but Scheffler seems to have found a version of balance that works for him.
A nice balance. And that trophy is the same size as Bennett.
That's his kid, Bennett had a tough time getting up that little hill. Congratulations to all of them. Still coming up here, people know Jo Frost as the Supernanny, tackling difficult family dynamics. Well, now she's opening up about her own condition, which impacts millions of people. And Dr. Darian Sutton is here to explain life-threatening allergic reactions and how to treat it. Stick around.
We are back now with a GMA Health Alert on anaphylaxis, the potentially life-threatening allergic reaction. Supernanny Jo Frost revealed that she is living with the condition. She revealed that several years ago, and now she's trying to raise awareness. Trevor Alt sat down with her.
I feel like I'm lucky I'm still here.
Supernanny Jo Frost opening up about her battle with anaphylaxis.
You got here and you did a little bit of a sweep.
I did. It's natural for me to do that. It's like Terminator, kind of just like scan every room I come into. It literally could threaten my life. It could kill me.
With her condition, coming into contact with nuts, shellfish, or horses causes a dangerous allergic reaction called anaphylaxis. Even particles floating in the air can make her ill.
My ears start to itch, and at the same time, my eyes start to swell, and then I just get flooded with saliva. I cannot breathe. I will become dizzy. You know, I'm getting hot just thinking about that.
The Supernanny star's now hoping to bring awareness to the condition, which is experienced by 1 in 20 Americans. She first shared her condition 5 years ago on her hit reality TV show Supernanny.
The children have anaphylaxis, which of course has created a lot of anxiety. As someone myself that lives with anaphylaxis, I totally get it.
And she's still passionate about keeping children safe, so she's now calling for instruction for people who work at restaurants and daycares.
I want health and safety standards. You know, I want families that drop their toddlers off to daycare to feel that their children are in the care of staff who actually are trained with anaphylaxis and allergies. Because if that's not, then you might as well put a loaded gun in my face, because that's the threat that you've just given me.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And joining us now is our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton. That was really eye-opening. We heard some of the causes of anaphylaxis for her. We were surprised by hearing horses, nuts, things like that we've heard about. But what are some of the other causes and then the symptoms?
Well, this is a terrifying diagnosis. It's estimated that every 6 minutes someone shows up to an emergency room with this diagnosis of anaphylaxis. So knowing the signs and how to treat it, or in general how to recognize it, can save a life. So getting into some of those common causes, because it's important to know about. It's not just foods, which can include especially things like nuts or tree nuts or shellfish, but also certain medications like antibiotics, even in certain cases, insect bites, and even in rare cases, certain things like latex. So what symptoms should you pay attention to? We all commonly hear about the hives or the itching that you might get with an allergic reaction, but with anaphylaxis, that's when your airway starts to close up. That's why it feels tremendous, overwhelming, and that's why people come into the emergency room. Difficulty breathing, wheezing, swelling of the lips, the tongue, or the throat, or even nausea or vomiting, or even dizziness or fainting, as when you get anaphylaxis, your blood pressure drops, and that can cause people to faint.
Now, how is this typically treated, and how does someone go about living with a long-term condition like that?
Well, I think everyone should know about anaphylaxis, or in general, the rules about treating an allergic reaction, mainly because it's not just a personal issue, it's a public issue. Understanding how to treat this can stop a crisis. So we've got some EpiPens here. These are common ways that we treat anaphylaxis in the event of an emergency. I encourage everyone to know how to use these, even if you don't have allergies. And this is a trainer here, but what you would do is you take off the blue cap when you have the event of an emergency, swelling lips, hives, and you're fearful that your child might have anaphylaxis, and you literally can just stab it in through the jeans, the clothing, or whatever they're wearing.
You don't need to expose skin.
You don't need to expose skin into the thigh. You'll hear a click, hold 3 seconds, call 911, continue to assess.
And don't put your thumb on the top.
Thanks so much for doing that. Another emergency, don't put your thumb on the top, but most importantly, as you said before we started, read the instructions. Make sure you're aware how to use it.
Dr. Darian, thank you. Such important information there. And coming up, why 2 Oscar winners are teaming up. Titanic's James Cameron and, yes, Billie Eilish. What are they doing together? We'll find out in Pop News.
All right, we are back now with Pop News. Will, what you got?
Let's do it. It's going to be fantastic. Do you get it? But we're beginning with some fantastic news from the Marvel Universe. The first reactions for Fantastic Four First Steps are in, and they are glowing like the Human Torch himself. Many people online calling the visual effects stunning and immaculate. Another critic saying Fantastic Four is a pitch-perfect script backed by great performances, particularly from Pedro Pascal and the entire cast of the film, including Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Eben Moss-Bachrach, are joining us on GMA Thursday, a day before Fantastic Four First Steps hits theaters on Friday. Can't wait to see them. It looks fantastic.
So good.
Also in the works, still in movie news, an Oscar-winning collaboration is in the works. Almost 2 years after winning the Academy Award for What Was I Made For from the Barbie movie, music superstar Billie Eilish has revealed that she is gearing up for a special project with another Oscar winner, not just any Oscar winner, but director James Cameron of Titanic and Avatar and Terminator fame. Eilish taking to the stage in England over the weekend, telling her fans she's working on a 3D movie project, all in support of her third studio album. Check it out.
So you may have noticed there's like more cameras than usual up here. And basically I can't say much about it, but what I can say is that I'm working on something very, very special with somebody named James Cameron, and it's going to be in 3D.
How about that? I'm surprised that Billie Eilish's demographic knew James Cameron enough to go crazy like that, but good for them. It's going to be fantastic. Our thanks to Deadline for posting that video on social media, where Eilish went on to keep details of the project close to the chest. But she did say that Cameron was in the audience at her shows.
I am in Billie Eilish's fan demographic.
Are you in James Cameron's? Like,
yes.
Is that a Venn diagram that you're in the middle?
Here we are.
All right, cool. Well, here we are with our final piece of pop news here. It's a piece of sports swag fit for a pope. At Pope Leo's vacation residence outside Rome, the Chicago native was gifted with a custom T-shirt bearing the words "Da Pope," invoking most Chicago phrases that was immortalized on SNL. Remember, Da Bears.
Da Bears.
The Pope's T-shirt was a gift from a family of Bears season ticket holders. They're hoping this gift will kickstart a Bears Super Bowl dynasty. You're going to need some divine intervention for that, in my opinion.
They got to get through the Chiefs first.
And that is hot news.
Tori Johnson is here, kicking off a week of deals and steals dedicated to turning back the clock. Don't go anywhere. It starts at just $10.
Welcome back to GMA3.
It is GMA3. Welcome back, everyone. Tomorrow on GMA, Martin Short is going to join us live. He is hosting the reboot of The Match Game with a celebrity panel that includes his Only Murders in the Building co-star Selena Gomez. We are looking forward to hearing from him.
Oh, yeah. And Jimmy Kimmel tells us about hosting the season premiere of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, with celebrities pairing off to win money for charity, including one you just might recognize without the beard, Matt Damon. And Jimmy Kimmel, always a good time.
Looking a little different
They
there.
are. He's filming The Odyssey. Also tomorrow, Judge Judy is in studio to tell us about her new show, Justice on Trial, which takes a new look at infamous cases to see if justice was really done. Ooh, okay.
Coming up. Are you ready, my friend?
Yes.
Off you
do
go.
it now.
Here, I'll
Time
get out of
for
the way.
deals
Oh, you
and
went that way.
steals. Thank you.
Yes, we're going to turn back the clock.
Yes, we're going to turn back the clock. Tori Johnson is here kicking off 4 days of products to help us do just that. And day one is all about skincare. Tori, lay it on us because we're excited for this.
Okay, excellent. I know. I'm glad I have two of my favorite skincare junkies here.
Yes.
This is Centalis. I just opened that one, so you can take a little sniff of that. This is premium skincare that's made in France. That has a really delightful scent of, like, it's a little rose, raspberry seed, lavender. That's one, just a teeny little bit is all you need.
Goes a
That's
long way.
a moisturizer. That's a really great hydrating mist.
Yeah.
That's great because a lot of times throughout the day, your skin appears, it just gets really dry, and then your makeup looks cakey.
Especially in the summer.
Exactly. And so just a little mist really helps to hydrate. This is a line that is here because about, I don't know, a year ago or so, I saw this photo of Robin's and I sent it to Elena and I was like, why is her skin so good? Like, what's going on here?
And Elena's the skincare guru.
And Elena is the guru, and she's like, I've been using these products. And I said, why have you kept it a secret from me?
We all want to use what Robin uses.
Exactly. She's like, I'm waiting to make sure it all like works and gets the results that I want. So Elena really helped to curate this whole collection. All of these products are either used every day by Robin, once a week, or when she comes back from Key West and has gotten a little bit too much sun, all 50% off plus free shipping.
Robin's Glam Fam approved.
Exactly.
Fantastic always.
Another newbie for deals and steals. This is Clean Beauty. This is all about clean fragrance that is designed to last. So meaning what you put on in the morning is going to smell the same after work. I love the rollerball collection because that's a really good way. We have a set of rollerballs
so good,
where
Tori.
it's great for travel, but then it's also really good if you just want to discover your favorite. No, they're all different.
Yeah, this
they're all
one's
different.
Nectarine petal.
That nectarine. I mean, the scents are just that like unbelievable kind of fresh breeze. This one right here is really interesting. It's this Musk Noir, which is a scent that I maybe wouldn't have chosen just by the name, not knowing what it would be, and it smells so good.
These are so good.
We've been
they all smell
obsessed
great.
all morning.
Oh, this is beautiful.
They smell so good. You cannot go wrong. This collection in this teal box, it's that one is called their Reserve H2O EAU collection, which is an alcohol-free, really good for sensitive skin. You can't go wrong with any of this. It's all 50% off. Starts at $10.
$10.
Yes. Okay. This is a GMA favorite, Dr. Brandt. We've had for a really long time. You guys know it, love it. A couple of my favorites that I've used, tried and true for years. This one right here, it's their face microdermabrasion. It's a really great just exfoliator. Use it a couple times a week. Great for exfoliation. We also have their Bright This Way, their vitamin C, which is a really great brightening serum. But again, that is kind of like what works for me. You guys have to use what works for your specific skin concerns. We got them all covered here.
Such a
with
wide array of
such
products.
a good array from Dr. Brandt, all 50% off plus free shipping.
Okay, I had to do both hands.
No, there you go.
I don't want one hand to look better than the other.
Exactly. Another newbie. This is called Matter of Fact, recommended by a viewer. Then I went online and saw it's got really good reviews at Sephora, so I was like, great for me. So what I like about that is that Maximalist Moisturizer. If you just do
Maximalist
one
Moisturizer,
thing,
yes,
in
please.
addition to your SPF, a moisturizer is it. What's great about this is you press down right there and you get just the right amount. So that would go on your face. You guys are gonna have the best looking hands, but it would go on your face. I also love this wrinkle and texture. I've already bought that today, that concentrate. Let you know how it goes. All slash and half starts at $21.
Ooh.
Okay, then another fan favorite.
You've got
Murad.
all the goodies,
You've
Tori.
got all the goodies.
You do, all the
This is
good
Murad. Two phenomenal ones. These little teeny tubes right here.
Yep.
So
Take
we've
on
got the targeted pore corrector as well as the targeted wrinkle corrector.
Ooh.
The wrinkle pore. Green is wrinkle, blue is pore. What's great is you use a little dab of this and it helps to fill in for instant blurring, but then also long-term benefit. So with consistent use, these are fabulous, as is everything from Murad.
Yeah.
All 50% off plus free shipping.
Let me see the pore one. Janae has no pores, so she doesn't need the pore one.
That honestly helps to make them sort of disappear. Finally, number 7, you guys know and love. We've got so many different collections from number 7. This is great because efficacious formulas, accessible prices, all 50% off, and free shipping.
Elena's over there watching. Elena, thank you for the recommendations.
Yes. Notice
Viewers
how
will
she
love
also
this.
has a bag in her hand.
Ready to shop.
She's ready to shop.
And we, of course, have partnered with these companies on all these great products. You can get them on our website. And Tori's back tomorrow with even more deals to turn back the clock. TikTok. Coming up, director and choreographer Kenny Ortega joins us to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Disney's Descendants, which kicked off the smash hit franchise. Stick around.
You always have the best stuff.
We are back now with the man behind High School Musical, Hocus Pocus, and so many more. Now, director and choreographer Kenny Ortega is here helping us celebrate a decade since Disney's Descendants first hit our screens. Let's give a warm welcome to Kenny Ortega.
Thank you. Buenos dias.
Thank you so much for being here. We're very excited about the Descendants' 10th anniversary, and you directed the first 3 films, and your handprints, your footprints, as it were, are all over this franchise. What is it like now, a decade in, to see how big they've become?
It was such an incredible invitation to be a part of it. And Gary Marsh called and invited me to be a part of it, and I said yes, quickly, and then realized, my gosh, I'm going to be dealing with the sort of children of the heritage Disney characters and the responsibility that would come with that. So casting was everything, finding not only actors but partners that were going to come in and really help me realize this new breed. And it was fantastic fun working with Sophia and Dove and Boo Boo and, of course, Cameron Boyce.
Well, and a huge undertaking, but then those films have served as like a launching pad for so many of their careers, for Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson. Do you keep in touch with them? What's it been like to see their success?
We keep in touch with each other.
Yeah.
We do. When I keep in touch with how the girls are doing, and Boo Boo and I see each other every once in a while, and we all get together at the Cameron Boyce Foundation, which is an annual gala, for his living legacy, which is to find a cure for epilepsy. So yeah, we keep in touch.
Let's talk a little bit more about Cameron, because you actually have posted videos of his rehearsals. He passed away, sadly, of course, back in 2019 at just the age of 20 due to epilepsy. You've said he was your favorite. What do you hope people remember about Cameron? What was he like on set?
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, we all agreed that we knew when Cameron was in the room because the light got brighter. And if he wasn't in the mirror rehearsing something that he needed to improve on, he was helping somebody else that was falling behind. He was the most generous soul. He was an aspirational person. He liked shadowing me around. He wanted to learn about everything, directing, choreography. And yeah, he was our boy. He was our muse. And I would say, "You're my favorite, don't tell me." And he would say, "I think everybody everybody knows.
That is lovely. Really nice memories there. The 5th movie in this franchise, Descendants, Wicked Wonderland. It's wrapped filming. It's expected to be released, I think, sometime next year. I know you didn't work on it, but like we said earlier, your footprints are all over this franchise, so you probably know more than we do about what to expect. What can you tell us?
Well, my fans know I never, ever sneak out any information.
We tried, everyone.
Yes, we have to try.
I can tell you that I hear that it's going to be absolutely a big blockbuster, and many of the original cast from 4 are coming back. And Gary Marsh, who was the president of the Walt Disney Channel for so many years, is producing the movie as he did the 4th, and we have lots to look forward to. Lots to look forward to.
This guy's a pro.
Yeah, I know. He says a lot without saying a lot.
Yeah, and
we got nothing.
It's funny.
I'm not going to get in trouble for spilling the beans, not me.
You did spill the beans on a little secret in Dirty Dancing.
Oh, okay.
That you were just telling us in the break. Share that story, because it's so cool.
I love the story.
Okay, so, well, first of all, I'm not a stuntman, but I did walk a tightrope when I was a younger man. And so when we were doing Dirty Dancing, the stuntman didn't know how to do the salsa. And so we panicked because we couldn't put Patrick up on the log because it was high up above rocks and a creek. And they threw me into the makeup room and made me look as close to Patrick as they could. And that's me up there on the high log dancing across it with Baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was a special movie. That was a special time.
Yes. I mean, a classic that has stood the test of time. You've worked on so many iconic projects.
Yeah.
Can you pick a favorite, or is it impossible? If you had to look back at your career, what was your favorite?
It's, you know,
it's impossible.
Yeah, I would say, you know, oh my gosh, it's so difficult because I started when I was 13 years old, and I've just had such an incredible run of good fortune and have worked with everyone from Gene Kelly and Barbra Streisand. And I would say because it was my directorial debut, Newsies for the Walt Disney Company, with Christian Bale and Robert and Anne Margaret and the most incredible young men that played the Newsies of New York, and that was great fun.
Who was the best dancer you worked with?
Best dancer that I've ever worked with? MJ.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
That's fair.
There you go. That one's easy. You didn't even think about that one.
Like that you were here. You said that your life has been like a dream and you've been dancing through it. So thank you for sharing all of that with us
Thank
today.
you so much.
Thank you for being
It's
here.
really wonderful to be back. Thanks so much.
I can talk to you all day.
Thank you.
So coming up here on GMA3, what was happening off the court during the WNBA All-Star Weekend that's changing the game for women's health. Stick around. We're back now on GMA3. Indianapolis is still buzzing after an incredible WNBA All-Star Weekend. Fans came from all over the world to celebrate their favorite athletes, but there was an empowerment happening off the court too. Lori Bergamato has that. Hey, Lori.
Hey, Janae. That's right. The WNBA All-Star Weekend was about uplifting women on and off the court. This segment is sponsored by Lilly, and their spokesperson and ESPN anchor Hannah Storm shared how her personal cancer journey embodies the importance of early detection. Take a look.
Basketball's best showed up and showed out.
Connects on a 4.
At the WNBA All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis.
This has been unbelievable. It is everywhere. It's a celebration. Even though the women are competing against each other, they're rooting for each other so much.
And while the women took center stage on the court, women's health was also on full display.
I think this generation of WNBA players is impactful well beyond the court in so many ways. And a lot of them have taken the initiative to raise awareness for important causes. Early detection is one of those. Going to college here, of course, Indiana has such a piece of my heart.
Hannah Storm, host of SportsCenter on ESPN and spokesperson for our sponsor Lilly, understands the importance of regular breast cancer screenings.
I was diagnosed with the earliest form of breast cancer. It's called ductal carcinoma in situ. That's what we're talking about, early detection, getting breast cancer in the very earliest stages. I went in for a surgery called a lumpectomy, It removed the cancer from the duct, and after that, I was determined not to even need radiation.
She credits early detection with her successful treatment. She is now cancer-free.
On the heels of the fear and shock and surprise of being diagnosed with cancer, having that team, having that in your corner, having that game plan, it is all derivative from the knowledge that you're getting from testing.
Lily raising awareness of early detection at their interactive pop-up in the city's famous Monument Circle.
They're the free locations for mammograms all this weekend.
The booth offering resources, guides, and information to turn awareness into action. A basketball challenge area and a community mural wall for dedications and words of encouragement.
People all weekend see 99 everywhere, and I hope it's a number that sticks into their brain and sticks with them because of the message that is behind the 99. Early detection can lead to a 5-year survival rate of up to 99%, which is, it's such a great number, it's such a strong number, it's such a strong message.
I also just feel like better play is only going to help the product.
The host of WNBA Countdown on ESPN and former college basketball player Andrea Carter is also a spokesperson for our sponsor, Lily.
Oh my gosh, you got 60?
Joining WNBA players like Juju Watkins
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good luck this season. Thank you so much.
to highlight the importance of breast cancer screenings.
Raising awareness for breast cancer and the importance of early detection is really important to me because breast cancer has impacted people that I love. These are 3 Lady Vols that were very close to my heart who sadly lost their battle with cancer.
Lily also providing free mobile mammograms with these vans that can go almost anywhere to make access easier for everyone.
It used to be that people didn't talk about cancer, right? What do we call it? The C word. What we're learning is because cancer affects everyone, because it affects younger and younger people, it does not discriminate. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about our family history. So having 3 daughters, obviously they will be all over their testing and do it at a younger age and be more aggressive because I had breast cancer.
Hannah says fighting breast cancer is a team effort, starting at home with your family and friends.
There's something you can do proactively about your own health, right? Certainly as a mom, right? We know that we run the show. And to take time for ourselves sometimes is the last thing that we do because we're taking care of everybody else. Whatever it takes, do that because you're really not only doing it for yourself, but you're also doing it for your family. You're doing it for your loved ones and the people that you care about.
And with just one van, Lily was able to provide mammogram access to over 100 women throughout that whole weekend. It was also so cool to see so many WNBA stars get involved in raising awareness, including Indiana Fever players Caitlin Clark, Natasha Howard, and Lexi Hull. To learn more about the 99 campaign, go to GMA's social pages.
Incredible that they were able to reach so many people.
Exactly, and you know, the WNBA is getting so much attention right now. So the fact that they were able to take that attention and use it for something like women's health, which doesn't really get enough attention, and to have those players involved, and to see Hannah Storm telling everybody her personal story, I think it really just made a huge impact. I'm so glad they were able to do it.
Lori, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.